All right. So do we have a volunteer to read the introduction?
Yes, Mama
Go
Duba.
for it. All right.
Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna rotate the phone.
No problem.
Yeah. Okay. A wall of fire rising. Edwidge Denticat. Edwidge Denticat was born in the city of Port-au-Prince, Haiti, in 1969 and immigrated to the United States with her parents, a cab driver and textile worker, at the age of 12. She is the author of three plays and 7 novels. She has edited books and published a memoir. How to read this?
Memoir. That's like a personal diary.
Okay, a memoir.
Yep.
Brother, I'm
Diary.
dying in 2007. In 1995, she published Quick Crack, her only collection of short stories, which includes A Wall of Fire Rising, and was a finalist for the National Book Award. More information about Denticat's literary themes and personal background can be found in the literary uh, analysis, analysis,
Analysis. Yep.
analysis and interview with Edwidge Denticat on page 158.
Nice. Now, this was taken from a textbook, so we don't have this. This is just a photocopy of the story, but we have paper copies of the story in class, which we'll read on Thursday. Good job, Mamadou. Mamadou, you can choose another reader for these three paragraphs right here. Who would you
Me,
like?
teacher. Listen. Me, teacher.
Well, it's up to Mamadou. Mamadou Raphael really wants to read, but you're the
Uh,
boss. You can choose
Raphael,
whoever
go
you
ahead.
want.
Raphael, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead, Raphael.
Okay. Listen to the what happening today. Guy, say as he began, he
Barge.
barged through the rattling door of the teenage shack. His wife, Lily, was squatting in the middle of their one room home, spreading cornmeal, mush, on banana leaf for their supper. Listen to what happening to me today. Guys, 7 years old, some little guy dashes from the corner and grabbed his father's hands. The boy is dropping his composition notebook as he leaped to his father, nearly stepping into the corn, mush, and herring that his mother had set up in a trio of half gourds on the clay floor.
There we go. Herring is a fish. So this is good cultural context in terms because just from these three paragraphs, we have we can almost smell the smells and hear the sounds. So this is good detail in the writing. So mom's making dinner, banana leaf and cornmeal mush. The closest thing we have to cornmeal mush in American food is called grits. It's a more refined cornmeal, more popular in the American South, but we also eat it in the northern cities like Boston. It's ground up cornmeal, but we usually eat it as a breakfast food. And
Is it
many,
cereal?
it's not cereal, it's more like oatmeal, actually. Um,
Oh,
I
okay.
have a couple packs of instant grits. I I
Yeah.
I grew up eating grits because my parents were from the South. It's popular anywhere in America, but most popular in southern states. For what I'm not sure why, but it's basically oatmeal, but it's ground up corn or like cream of wheat. It's just, but we Americans usually eat it as a breakfast food, but you could eat it any time of day. Um, when I've cooked with it outside of breakfast. Sometime I've made the shrimp and grits. Or you could like fry some fish or chicken and put it on top of the grits.
Yeah.
But they just call it, like in this book, it's called cornmeal mush. I'm not sure what the word in Haitian Creole would be, but banana leaves give anything nice flavor. Same thing with like in Mexico or El Salvador, people will make tamales with corn husks to infuse the sweet corn flavor into a food, but a banana leaf will infuse a really nice sweet flavor to anything. So that's so dinner sounds pretty good. Some cornmeal mush, on top of banana leaves, have a nice flavor, and then some probably some smoked fish. Sounds pretty good. But the mother's ready to have dinner with the family. The father comes in and says, "Hey, I got some news. Listen to what happened to me today." So right in the beginning of the story, we've got some drama. I think the vocabulary here is simple enough for everybody to get the gist of. Apart from the cornmeal mush, everybody probably gets it so far. Any vocabulary? Anyone need explaining here?
Barget throw,
What's the word?
barget, or burger. The second
Basura,
line.
I think so, Rafael. Trash, maybe.
Hold on a second. Squatting in the middle of the one-room floor, spreading cornmeal.
Budget.
Teacher, the second line. Listen to what
Guy
happened.
say has
Oh,
his
barged. Ah, yes,
Barged.
barged. That's a good one. Yeah, barged means like forced your way in. So everybody's minding their own business, and it's like the father swings open the door. Stop what you're doing and listen to me. That's barging in. It's barging is kind of like it's like
retrailing. What mean? Retrailing door.
As he barged through the rattling door of his any teeny back, teeny shack.
all right. Shack. It's like
Noise.
shack is it's just like a small a very small house made with simple materials. Fancy word for it would be vernacular architecture, but I'll just I'll do a Google search for it. This is set in the city of Port-au-Prince. So, no, this is set in the countryside, so I'm gonna think of a rural town. Shack, Haitian countryside. So I'm just gonna look for a shack in the Haitian countryside to give a. What is going on here? I'm gonna go to Google Images. Shack. So I think usually wood. There we go. Wood. This is a shack with a thatch roof. That's like straw. This is more of a modern shack. There we go. So yeah, this is actually a pretty solid shack right there. You see this on the right-hand side. It's built with reinforced concrete and a steel roof. That's pretty good. This is a more ramshackled shack. It's oh, come on, like random objects. So yeah, it's usually
rancho.
Think of it like say it again.
In my country, this is rancho.
Rancho. Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Rancho. Yeah, I think basically a shack is like self-built home. A self-built home. So not built by professional, not designed by a professional architect or a professional contractor, just a home made from gathered materials. So some of these could actually that one with the reinforced concrete, this is pretty solid. You put one of these things in the right location, like you could put one of you put this in a really area of prime real estate, like say Newport, Rhode Island. Somebody will pay a few $100,000 for it. It's sturdy, it's solid, the rain will stay off. You could put in a ventilation system. This thing, no, there's not much you could do with that. That'll fall over in 10 seconds. But
Excuse me.
basically shacks can be made out of various materials. But just think self-built home, or self-built home, or this is the fancy word, if you want to write this down, vernacular architecture.
Excuse me, teacher. Can you say again, please, the name of the little home?
Shack.
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 Shack. Self-built home, or vernacular architecture, or another word is shanty. A shanty. So
A
a home
shanty.
that a non-professional would build for themselves.
Mm.
So not a professional contractor, not a professional designer, but just ordinary people building homes out of used materials. Some of these look pretty nice, actually. This is a very sturdy, very well built. No, that I wouldn't even call that a shack. That's like a excellent, very well built home there. Yeah, that would be a more traditional. Like you could say an American log cabin is pretty similar. Hold on a second. American log cabin. There we go. So yeah, a traditional log cabin in America, or a yurt. Has anyone ever heard of a yurt? In Mongolia, other parts of Central Asia, people live in yurts. I've slept in a yurt once. Pretty cozy. Yeah, so self-built homes, shacks or shanties. Anyway, let's keep going. All right.
But sir,
Mhm.
like in some countries we don't have like wood like here, so people build with concrete. Even the professionals, they know how to build houses with concrete, and it's very beautiful. But we don't have a lot of wood and everything to build like in the US. Maybe it's like that.
You're actually onto something. Mamadou, can you read this word? I'm going to type right here.
Where
It's the same in Spanish. This word in English is exactly the same in Spanish.
deforestation, yeah.
Yeah. This story is set in Haiti. Haiti suffers from a lot of deforestation. If you look at the border between Haiti and the Dominican Republic, just go on a satellite, you can see there's a lot more deforestation in Haiti than in the DR. The DR has like lush jungle forest, whereas Haiti has much more deforestation. So what you're talking about would actually be very much the situation. I'll actually go to Google Earth and show you. Hold on a second. Google Earth. Okay, here we go. So let's go to. Okay, so let's go. If we go to the DR, there we go. Okay, now if I zoom in, right, so this is this side right here. There we go. So this is the border right there. That's the island. And if I look at the border right here, you're going to see, and I zoom in, you're going to see a lot more deforestation on the Haitian side than the Dominican side. So there's the border right there. And when I zoom in on, hold on a second. When I zoom, I'm just gonna zoom in right about. Well, I need to erase that. I'm gonna zoom in right about here. So I'm going randomly. I can see mountains. This is okay. So if I just zoom into some random place right here in the Dominican side, I see trees. I see mountains. This is a rural area. Plenty of trees. No problem. Now, if I go to the Haitian side, you're going to see significantly less trees to pull from. Does everybody see the difference right there? There's a lot less green space.
Yeah, less
in
green.
Haiti, much so. And one of the reasons is because It's complex, but when the French colonized this side on the left, the Haitian side, the Spanish colonized the side on the right. After 1803, the Haitian Revolution, Haiti was isolated. It was the first Black independent republic. Very few other countries would trade with Haiti because it was the first Black independent republic. So they couldn't interact financially with most of the world. European countries, brand new United States, would not interact with them. So remember, this is a British colony over here. This is a Spanish colony over here. This is still a Spanish colony, would soon become part of the US. Everyone isolated Haiti. So many of the trees started being clear-cutted, and people made coal, people made various things, and also people were still harvesting sugarcane, but there wasn't a lot of international trade going on. So very quickly, in the past 200 years, a lot of the trees were just clear-cutted across Haiti. So yeah, deforestation, big problem. You can see right here a lot more just dirt, empty dirt space. But if you look over there's a lot, this is a lot greener. This side of the island is a whole lot greener than this side of the island. So if you're going to build a shack in Haiti, very likely you would use some type of steel rods, some type of alternative material to build a house rather than wood. Yeah. So yes, good. Let's put shack as the first vocabulary word. Anyway, let's keep reading. Raphael, who would you like to hear from?
Gustavo.
Gustavo, take it away.
Okay.
Oh, wait. I think, our boy is in a play. Yep, our boy is in a play. There we go. Right up here.
Oh, okay. Our boy is on a play. Lily quickly robbed little guy of the honor of telling his father the news. A play. Guy affectionately stroked the boy's hair. The boy has sustained
Corkscrew curl.
core that no amount of brushing could ever make them. I look like a single
Entity.
entity. Wait a second. The other boy as the lice
Lichi
jean jacket,
Jean-Jacques.
Liz jacket, calling him Pepperhead
Mhm.
because each separate tiny strut was coiled into a thick, tiny ball, tiny,
Tiny ball.
tiny ball that looked like a small peppercorns.
Peppercorns. Very nice.
When is this play? When is this play? Guy asked both the boy and his wife. Are going to have to buy new clothes for this.
Very nice. Now, there are two analogies in here just describing this little kid's hair. And I'll give them to you by using some images. Well, actually, I don't. Does everybody? I'll follow me with my hands here. Okay. All right. Does everybody see what I'm doing with my hands? What does it look like I'm doing?
Open a champagne.
I'm opening a bottle of wine. So
Yeah.
that you see what I'm doing with my hands? So I don't need to show you an image. I'm pantomiming with my hands. So a corkscrew. Everyone's seen the curl of a corkscrew to open a bottle of wine? So that's what the image is here. Beautiful writing. So tiny corkscrew curls. So this young man has hair that is bunched up into corkscrew curls, and the mother is saying, okay, come on, get it together, join on one single joined together, and she's trying to brush his hair together. His hair is kind of like all over the place. And then a peppercorn, has anyone ever ground pepper fresh? Ground
Yes.
black pepper? Inside the pepper grinding machine, those little balls, those are called peppercorns. So that's an analogy to say the mother wants to brush the hair together, looking like a single entity, because his hair, he's got one little part of his hair over here, one little part of his hair over here. If you look at me, I'm jealous of this little boy. I don't have that much to work with, but that's what's going on so the mother's going, okay, she's got dinner ready. This kid's hair looks like it's a mess. She's got to get his hair nice to make it, look like it's joined together, clean and neat. And then the father saying, our son's in a play. We got to go buy new clothes. Thanks. Any more good news? So you can tell probably they're going to have a little argument about what? What am I doing with my hand right here?
Money.
Money. Get ready for an argument about money. Here we go. All right. Who's next? Who wants to read the next? Oh, I see something in the chat. Okay. That was who said me. That was Kayleen. Go ahead. Kayleen, take it away.
That was Kelo.
Oh, Kaylo. Okay, Kaylo, go ahead. Lily got up from the floor.
So the line. Oh, okay, this way.
Right here. Lily got up from the floor.
Lily got up from the floor and inclined her face toward her husband in order to receive a nightly pat on the cheek. What role do you have in the play? Guys as slowly rubbing the tip of his nails across the boy's scalp. His finger made a soft grating noise with each invisible circle drawing around the perimeter of the boy's head. Guy's finger finally landed inside the boy, ears facing the boy to giggles until he almost gave himself the hiccups.
Hiccups. Oh, this is nice. This is nice. So mom is gently stroking this young boy's head. She's rubbing the sides of his head, and then she tickles inside of his ears and he starts giggling. That's really nice. Who wants to read the next line? Oh, hiccups is when you're like, oh, that's a hiccup. Kaylo, who's next?
Bensley?
Bensley, take
Of
it away.
course, me. Tell me, what is your part in the play? Guy asks again, putting his finger away from his son's ears. I'm Bookman, the boy oofed out, as though there was some louder coach in the throat. Show puppy your lines, Lily told the boy as she arranged the 3 open gourds on a piece of plywood raised like a table on 2 bricks. In the middle of the room, my love, Bookman is the hero of the play.
Okay, I should probably explain this. A gourd, they're having dinner, so it's like a serving bowl. So think of a gourd as like a serving bowl. I think I should probably show you an image of a gourd. Gourd, Gourd. Okay, a gourd. Come on. Okay, there we go. So this would be kind of like a gourd serving dish. Something like that, a bowl. These would be gourds. Gourds. Let's see. All right.
Whose family is that?
What's that?
The family. Who is that? Who's that family?
That's the main character. So there's Lily, the mother, Guy, the father, and little Guy. That's who the mother is like playing with his head and, you know, brushing his hair gently. So it's set in this small shack in a country little town in Haiti. And we know from the pre-reading that the father works at a sugar mill.
Oh, okay, understand.
And so yeah, that's so far we've only got 3 characters in the story.
Teacher, what's that supposed to mean? Hoof out.
What is it? Oh, huffed out.
Yeah.
Oh, huffed like spoke
Loudly?
kind of like, I am Bookman. Like really, yeah, loud with
Oh, the boy hoofed
vigorously,
out.
huffed out.
Oh.
A huff is like it's onomatopoeia, which is the name of a sound. A huff. I am Bookman. What part are you playing in the play? I am Bookman. Okay, gotcha. Very excited to tell his family that he's got a part in the play. Huffed out. Good question there. All right. Okay, who wants to read the next part right here?
I can
Taylor,
do
you
it.
can choose anybody you want. Or was
Can
it
I
Ben
go
who was
again?
last?
Can I go
Bensley
again?
do it. Bensley do it. Bensley.
Stop
Kayla
kidding.
wants to hear your enchanting voice some more, Bensley. Go for it.
Yeah, it's morning.
Show Papi your lines, Lily told the boy as she arranged the 3 open gourds on a piece of plywood raised like a table on 2 bricks. In the middle of the room, my love, Bookman is the hero of the play. The boy went back to the corner where he had been studying and pulled out a thick book carefully covered in brown paper. We are going to spend a lifetime learning those. Guy took the book from the boy's hand and flipped it through the page quickly. He had to strain his eyes to see the words by.
Here we go. This is not the best photocopy there, but we can figure it out. By the light of an old kerosene lamp. Keep going, Bensley.
By the light of an old kerosene lamp, which that night, like all others, flick. I don't know how to pronounce it. This word flickered as through it was burning its very last week.
There we go. I think kerosene lamp is a nice vocab word. I'm just going to put that there. My grandfather had a kerosene lamp, and my dad actually held on to it. I'll show you what.
The story is really interesting.
That's a kerosene lamp right there.
Yeah, that's old.
So that's a
This old
kerosene lamp.
lamp.
All right. So let's keep going. Kerosene lamp. Okay. All right. Who wants to read the next one? I'll circle from right here. All right. All these words. So let's hear. We've heard from Kalo, Raphael. We haven't heard from Judith, Jean, Laura, or Caesar.
Some people has a nice voice, like Bensley can do it.
Enough, Kalo, enough.
I can read, teacher.
I'm recording this part of
Okay,
the class. You
teacher,
can listen to it again and again and
I
again.
read.
All these
Go for it.
words seem
Teacher, I
so
read.
long.
Go for it, Judith. Yeah.
All these words seem so long and heavy. Guy say, "You think you can do this, son?" He has one very good speech, Lily said. Page 40, remember, son? The boy took back the book from his father. His face was crimped in, and of course, I remember look he searched for page 40. But man, Guy struggled with the letters of the slave revolutionary's name as he looked over his son's shoulders. I see some very hard words here, son. He already knows his speech, Lily told her husband.
All right. Judith, who would you like to read next?
Okay, teacher.
Did you say, wait, who was it?
Teacher,
No.
you.
Oh, me. Okay, sure. I'll
No,
read.
no,
All
no.
right. He
No.
already knows his speech, Lily told her husband. Does he now? Asked Guy. We've been at it all afternoon, Lily said. Why don't you go on and recite that speech for your father? The boy tipped his head towards the rustling tin on the roof as he prepared to recite his lines. Lily wiped her hands on an old apron tied around her waist and stopped to listen. Remember what you are, Lily said. A great rebel leader. Remember, it is the revolution. Do we want him to be all of that? Guy asked. So this is a very patriotic play. Here we go. And I'm going to choose, who have we not heard from? Let's choose Caesar. Go for it.
Teacher, do you know I have a question about the pronunciation? Let me find again. Do you want him? But on the street, I heard a lot of native people saying, "Do we want him? Want him?"
Yep, that's the
Without
way
it,
many British people would say that. But
without age.
remember, there's no, English is Linux. It's an open source software. So we know what you
Yeah,
mean, either way you say it. Go for it. Read it
I
as
think.
yourself. Just read this part as yourself. Follow me. Here we
Uh,
go. Do we want him
do
to
we
be all
want?
that?
Do we want him to be all of that?
Guy asked.
Guy asked. He is bookman, Lily said. What is the only thing on your mind now, bookman? Supper, Guy whispered.
Enviously.
Enviously, eyeing the food cooling off in the middle of the moon.
Room.
The room. Oh, sorry, I don't have my glasses
Good.
now.
Keep going.
He and the boy looked at each other and began to snicker. Tell us the other thing that is on your mind, Lily said, joining in their laughter.
Laughter.
Freedom, shouted the boy as he quickly slipped into his role. Louder urged Lily. Freedom is on my mind, yelled the boy. Why don't you start, son? Said Guy. If you don't, we will never get to that other thing that we have on the mind.
Very good. Very good. All right, let's take a break. Take a break, everybody. So this, for those of you who came to class a little bit late, I asked a question at the very beginning. Here it is. The question is, can you find any similarities between this story that we're reading and the story of Icarus? The story of Icarus. So don't worry if you missed the beginning of class today. I'll review the story of Icarus on Thursday, but you can just do a quick Google search yourself. Anyway, I'm going to stop recording at the moment, and we'll take a 10-minute break. Okay, this line on the bottom of the second page where there's a page break. The boy kept his eyes on the book, and they ate their supper that night. Usually Guy and Lily would not have allowed that, but this was a special occasion. They watched proudly as the boy muttered his lines between swallows of cornmeal. So he's really excited to be in the play. He's so excited they don't mind if he's reading, doing his homework while he's eating his dinner. All right. The next few paragraphs, do we have a volunteer, somebody who has not had a chance to read yet?
Me.
Go for it, Laura.
Okay. The boy was studying mumbling the same words, and the three of them used the last of the rainwater, trapped in old gasoline containers and sugarcane. Sugarcane palm from the nearby sugarcane mill to crop the grounds that they had eaten from. When things were really bad for the family, they boiled clean sugarcane pulp to make what Lily called her special sweet water tea. It was supposed to suppress gas and kill the vermin in the stomach that made poor children hungry. Then and pinch of salt under the toe called usually
Quench hunger.
Quench hunger, and until Guy found a dead word of Lily called managed to buy a species of credit, and they peddle
them
them from profit and the marketplace.
Very good. So this gets into a lot of the details about how this family survives. So in the pre-reading, remember, the father works at a sugarcane mill. That's largely the economy here. Now, I'll put sugarcane mill as one of the vocabulary words here. Sugarcane mill. And quench hunger. So basically what they do, couple ways we know that this family is really struggling is that they're collecting rainwater. So they don't have running water. They collect the rainwater. They get water however they can. They collect rainwater, boil it, hopefully to kill any germs. They refer to that as vermin in the stomach. Boil the water, and then if there's a little tiny bit of sugarcane that they can boil, perhaps they can extract some calories from the sugarcane itself. That's it. Everyone has seen a sugarcane plant before, right? It looks like a long stick. It's a long stick, and the sugarcane is that's how where sugar comes from. It's a long grainy stick. So if they have a small amount of sugarcane, she'll boil it in rainwater, and then they'll drink that to fill up their stomachs before the father gets some more work and they can eat again. And sometimes she buys spices on credit. So that means the local store, basically what this is called is flipping. She'll buy spices from a spice market, and then she'll go somewhere else and resell those spices for a profit. So the way somebody might like we learned about reselling shoes, that's one of the clever ways the mom can make some money. So flipping spices, buying and reselling spices at a market, and the father working at a sugarcane mill. All right. Who wants to read the next
I
slide?
will, teacher.
Go for it, Gene.
That night, anywhere things were good. Everyone had eating enough to know to put all the hunger vermin to sleep. The boy was sitting in front of the chat on her plastic burger turned upside down. straining his eyes to find the words.
On the page.
Avicon. Difficult.
Straining his eyes to find the words on the page.
Good. Avicon, check it. Wait, try to find you. Oh, it.
Yep. Sometimes when there was no kerosene.
Wait, sometimes when there was to kerosene for the lamp, the boy would have to go sit by the side of the road and study under the street lamps with the rest of the neighborhood children. Tonight, at least, they have a bit of their own light.
Very good. Nice. So this family appreciates things. They get, if they have kerosene, they have light. He has light to do his homework by. Otherwise, he has to go to the street lamp to read at night. Gene, who would you like to read the next line?
Gustavo.
I think, Gustavo is driving right now. So let's, who have we not heard from? We've heard from Laura, we've heard from Caesar. I don't think we've heard from Kayleen or Mohammed.
Okay, Mohammed.
Mohammed, go for it. Guy bent down.
Guys bent down by a small slope of the old mushroom nail to by faith, trying to get a better look at the plant and empathy the last drops of the rainwater from the gradually country of the mushroom waiting to begin toss sticking out of his sandals, which were already coming apart around his unrealistically growing feet. Guy tried to block some of the mushrooms which were being forced into the dust at the crow. They wanted to grow to finish the growth at the roots. He took one of his mushrooms in his hand, bringing his small legs hanging over the room glove. He clipped the string and pouring the top in the instead of the wife's head. The mushroom looked like daylight street in the little head.
Very good. Let's here we go. What I'm going to do right now, I'm going to stop right here. We're going to read more of this on Thursday. And now, if you can't wait till Thursday, I'm going to give you all a copy of this right here. So a handful of you will be joining me for level 5 this summer. Others will be going on to level 6, but what I'm going to this summer, but what I'm going to do is just download a copy right now and send it to everyone in the WhatsApp group. Here we go. All right. Okay, hang on one second. Okay, so there we are. If you can't wait until Thursday, I'm going to send this to you right now. Go ahead and read it. Read ahead of us. All right, so there we are. You can read ahead if you like. There we go. All right, everybody.
Gotcha.
Okay, so I'll stop sharing my screen right now. All right, so just another reminder, today is our last week of classes. On Thursday, when you come to class, we'll start out by playing a few board games, Clue, Cards Against Humanity, just enjoying ourselves, having some fun. And then after that first hour, we'll read more of the story. And I'll compile a vocabulary list to use for this summer for my level 5 summer class. And Lydia will come in and tell you and threaten you to come to, I'm just kidding. Lydia will come in to class and remind you to come on the graduation of Wednesday. And that's it. And for those who are coming on Wednesday next week to the graduation, I'll put a little list on the Google Classroom page for anybody who wants to bring some refreshments, treats to enjoy. That is it. We can call it a day. Any questions?
No question. Nothing.
All right, everybody. Happy reading. I'll see you on Thursday.
We still have class Monday?
Nope. Done after this week.
We're done after this week?
Done after this week. Finished.
So when is the graduation? Is
Wednesday next week. Wednesday next week.
Wednesday next week.
Oh,
So Wednesday the 12th.
I won't be there. I won't be there.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not gonna see Bensi anymore. She's not gonna call me. You know that?
No.
You'll see Bensley. She's right across the hall. She's right across the hall. So that's going to be a problem for me bringing you back into class because Bensley's in the hall on the other end. So come back to class, Caleb.
The last class on Tuesday.
Thursday. Our last class will be Thursday, and but then you'll have one more with Simone.
Bensley,
okay.
you understand, Bensley? So you gotta answer my call.
What did you say, Caleb?
You hear me? You gotta answer my call now.